Hello, everyone. It's January 31st. Now, if you're a medical exercise professional, the year started off with a bang, didn't it? You got more clients coming in at the beginning of the year, and you can always bet on that. The first of the year, you're going to get a lot of clients. Clients have eaten, they drank, they've been merry from Thanksgiving until uh, the day after New Year's. And this year, because of the college football championship, they actually were able to kind of have fun for a week longer. And then after the college football championship, they decided, okay, now I've got to get back on the diet and get back in shape. Think about it. From Thanksgiving, at least here in the United States, until after the game was over, we ate, drank, and we were merry. We went to everyone's Christmas party. We started out at Thanksgiving. We did Christmas. We just had a great time. And now suddenly we look down and it's like, wow, we got a little pouch sitting out there, and everybody joins the health club, right? And here's the interesting thing. They join with great enthusiasm, but that enthusiasm starts to kind of taper off as they get farther into the year. And then today comes. Now, we've already talked about the idea of the health club casualties. They go to the doctor on Dr. King's birthday, at least here in the United States, they do. But now, think about this. It's now January 31st. So all of the hustle and bustle you had at the beginning of the year, fitting clients in, doing the assessments, getting to know them, those clients started to developing excuses somewhere around January 15th. They couldn't come in. They were, had a project at work they couldn't get done. They've already paid for the sessions and they just simply paid the cancellation fee, and that's good. Now, those clients are pretty much tapered off. They're gone. But you're starting to realize now there's another client type that you're seeing more of. These are the medically based clients. These are the folks with arthritis and total hip replacements and back injuries and that kind of stuff. They've already gone to physical therapy. They've gone to chiropractic care. They've seen the doctor. And now they realize exercise is an essential component of their lifetime now. And they've got to do this thing. It's like taking a pill in the morning. They've got to do this. So now your clients are a little bit different. Those reliable clients are different. Come recession, hell or high water, they're still coming in because they need you. And today, folks, January 31st is what I've affectionately coined or named Medical Exercise Training Practice Day. This is the day that now you got to kind of get a chance to catch your breath. And when you look back through your client list, you're starting to realize those medically based clients, they're sticking with you. They're not going anyplace. They're there for the duration. They've got to have you. They don't want to cancel appointments. When you've got a day off, they're like, hey, when can you get me in? They're the clients that even now book their appointments in advance. They want to lock in the time. It works for them. They can do whatever they want to do in the morning. And many of these are retirees. They can do the volunteer work in the morning. They're coming to see you late morning, and they can get out and do the rest of their thing. And they've got to do this. They're willing to drop the 50 to 100 bucks. It's built into their budget. They're going to do this thing. And folks, we started to see this phenomenon back in the recession in the late 20s, somewhere 2006 through 2008. That's when we started to see it. Many of our medical exercise specialists were realizing, hey, they weren't doing as bad off as other trainers that were just doing fitness. They now had a core group of clients that was keeping them going, that were still paying the fees and still coming in. These folks needed that functional outcome. They needed someone to continue to work with them just to keep them functional. And that was what we started to see was one of the key elements of medical exercise training. These clients needed it. They had to have it. And you're not trying to take the place of the physical therapist or the occupational therapist or the chiropractor or the physician or anyone else. These folks just need exercise. They've done with the medical care. They just need the exercise to keep them going, which now makes you realize this medical exercise training thing is real. Now, when you start taking a look at your clients, as you start going through your client list, you're starting to see that, Mrs. Foster referred her cousin and another client from church because Mrs. Foster had a hip replacement and you worked with her for a long time after physical therapy, and you talked to her therapist, you developed a good relationship, and the therapist referred a couple of people. And this one client has referred other folks. And then suddenly when you start looking at your client list, you start to suddenly realize that a couple of clients have the same physician. Wow, this is actually easier than I thought it would be. Now, when I say easy, it's not as cumbersome, it's not as difficult as I thought it would be. And more importantly, I'm producing great outcomes for these clients, and they're telling other folks about me. Folks, in medical exercise training, it's not about your degrees, it's not about your certifications. Those impress the fitness professionals. They don't impress clients, and they do not impress medical professionals because we know nothing about them. When we started the medical exercise specialist workshop and certification, I had no idea what fitness certifications were. I mean, no idea. And the key thing with medical exercise training is this is going to grow over the next 2 decades because of what we just said. These folks need the services. It's keeping them going. It's keeping them vital. It's keeping them independent. It's keeping them energetic. They need the ongoing exercise. That takes nothing away from the physical therapist or the chiropractor or the medical professional. It just simply says exercise has become an essential component of long-term medical management. We're living longer. We want to do more things. We want to keep things going. And the baby boomers, folks, want more and more. So here's what I'd urge you to do. Start thinking about this idea of making that transition from personal training to completely medical exercise training. Now, I realize personal training is paid the bills for you. Fitness is paid the bills. But I can tell you, folks, over the last 26 years, I've watched personal trainers who took our MES course, got the MES certification, and made that transition. And I will tell you, the majority of them are doing extremely well. They've got a packed practice, and they're looking for more staff members. The problem is they just can't find the staff members that want to go through the MES program and want to make that complete transition. The transition is key. So if you're a medical exercise professional out there and you're starting to realize, man, Dr. Mike, this medical exercise practice thing is real, I'm starting to see that over the course of the rest of the year, I'm probably going to do better with a medically based client. Then I urge you to take a look at our Medical Exercise Jumpstart program. The Jumpstart program is designed to help you clarify your vision with your practice, put some systems in place, get a marketing plan, develop a target medical marketing list, come up with a marketing packet, and really focus in on the programs that you need to offer to help medical professionals refer clients and, more importantly, to attract clients in the community. So this thing is going to continue to grow. The issue is, are you ready to join in? So let's celebrate Medical Exercise Training Practice Day. To all you MESs and PRCSs out there that agree with this, shoot me an email at drmike@postrehab.com, or if you're looking at this on LinkedIn or Facebook, make a comment. This thing is going to continue to grow. And we started seeing this, as I said, back in the early 2000s. This is just going to get bigger and bigger. So the issue is, are you ready to make the transition? At some point, you can't have two masters. You can't do fitness and you can't do medical exercise training. Medical exercise training requires a little bit more attention to detail, a little more TLC for the clients, and lots of communication with the medical community. So go over to medicalexercisejumpstart.com, take a look at our Jumpstart program. Or if you're a medical exercise professional out there and you're just kind of doing this and you don't have a certification, go over to postrehab.com and get more information. But folks, the need for this will continue to grow. Now, down below, you can click a link and you can download a PDF document we have. It's called Medical Exercise Training, the New Modality. And it talks about what's going to happen over the next 20 years with regard to medical exercise training and the need that it will fill. It's not taking anything away from the medical community or the therapy community. It's just a void that's opening up that needs to be filled. So if you have any questions, email me at drmike@postrehab.com. Click that link down below. Make sure you download that PDF document. And also go over to MET 101 ebook and download our ebook that talks about how you put together a medical exercise training practice. It gives you 101 guidelines and tips and strategies to help you build a medical exercise training practice. Hopefully next year, if you're just doing the fitness thing now, this time next year, January 31st, you'll be saying, hey, Dr. Mike, this medical exercise training thing really doesn't work. So all the best, folks. All the best for all of you on Medical Exercise Training Practice Day, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.